was a wrong choice na akwako say trigger and same bebre amana babonte. Now so no in the quest of the same issue no yankasa Yenra Nana Komia, who was part of the MPP Amanyukos, particularly Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the camp during the 2024 elections no wababa reacted to ensembia Yera Owusu Bempah kwakaya ye share enche no otem se ensem ni bi wo honoma Owusu Bempah kaya ha adwinye papa ebetimi edin sunsan so bone aba party ni so anase edin chichemu ene ntete eba beto party ni so a enya de ebeboa
emi aba mi twa no. One of the things to very important for you to note here is you see all of these things are air course no, okay. We've also had a MPP Penny4. Okay. Friends of Bawumia. Okay. Coming out with a very serious warning. Okay. And to be this I warning a preview of it about to screen. As in go see papa.
Okay.
And they are saying say now because if you are supporting a candidate, support a candidate. But for you to come out and say you lose the election because of Bawumia, to them no, it doesn't make sense. Because who can you say ne kamya say all along and now udiechi tuma Bawumia no, you yourself no, you did not believe in what you were preaching. And I mean yes, you were saying something I wouldn't say clearly wrong, because if the grassroots were telling you in New York in a year in car around the street in market say mo fa ken embra ni voti market na man fa mba na udie jinemu say oh in Japan, Bawumia na the serious candidate. Now we him say, and yes, I no kwa. Which means you yourself no, Sebio, in your own ways no, on your credible.
Sure.
And you know, omo de a year in krata aba. In krata and in Tebia Sana Mekano, ye debe two screen also. For you to see how serious are this group no, omu fu per year, in fact a year copy of it and two screen no. Sheni ye, you go tie na Bawumia, akumia ne some of the tuja. But share a year what has say now, or saying where your friends of Bawumia, FOB, serious warning, and omudi akoma Ernest Owusu Bempah. But as we were saying, you could see a year the era a year nana komia editu ja eba ebeto aso.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet you. Mr. Owusu Bempah say me ade to ye nimia. I see no yen penny pa foforo. If he say nipa na yade ne call ye no ono nti na party supporters no bi ankwankoto aba no na mse jama ese who say story no mse dem pona no kan are orefi no me share story bi who bi was story ma all kind na me fa paper na me hwe no bi that was our story reason be reason or the man reason or the man you know apart from taxi driver na there no one shot my reason be o say on the grassroots I didn't come on grassroots and say on paid by for and but the truth is that ordinary Ghanaians want the MPP to change the flag bearer in 2028. That is the truth. There are so many things happening in this country. The youth have lost interest in the party. I have been on the grounds and it is not a joke. Truth is that ordinary Ghanaians want the MPP to change the flag bearer for 2028. Owusu Bempah talking. Because only Tajiro be in Kobo. For the first time, I met a taxi driver who is a member of the MPP and told me he voted for the NDC. Who they open still? I mean, reason, but I see reason it is on Nkrophobia Dinkobo. Nankrophobia not doing training and they say, I'm open for fro. But side Jumano. Party no they share a kobi inside. In the end train, NASA a code nyom in your majumano. Some medical can menyan in tears a busumia or modem report to the party. Inti ajobrel. Make them 10 years a week we are.
Say week we na able to campus me. Some medical channel try national executive committee meeting in the National Council. Ebia no more report on cry ready. Na am the break party. Nti enya botre. Na Owusu Bempah nso no onya botre. Same bi no keka no. Emboa.
You mean your party guru? Nensemo mwa.
Nti so Babijina waka say na why you should move with the grassroots.
You are talking about your party guru.
Ubeka say why you should move with the grassroots. But sana medical kind. We also been paper free wha party penny for being and so a church or madrin sa well tea and fata obi Anthony Bo and Chebia reports no beba reports no ba ebe hu nentia ebe boy me hu nentia abato no koba ne sa na anamo esi etu na yetimi etu enyenjina soa ebetu sa anamo no nti until then no obi anya botre me da se na na ya
me so me da se papa
Sema eye nana kumia Odiabeto Montins concerning this whole issue about Owusu Bempah, saying say Bawumia is a wrong choice any idea. Now acquire a whole lot of issues, meaning say a man for bebre na any nj this whole statement Owusu Bempah make here. So we've seen the reaction of Nana Kumia, and now we share screens niswa. We are having a year a letter from the friends of Bawumia FOB. Utmikana minim so almost a office nyina our matchom office location nyina wase but yenshen seme wo letter nimu and almost press release April 15, 2025. Friends of Bawumia have taken notice of a publication attributed to one Owusu Bempah, a former member of the NDC, former aide to Her Excellency Nana Agyemang Rawlings, former employee of Ghana Gas, where he served as executive director in charge of corporate communications and the current deputy communications director of the MPP. Enti Ashasia na kasa oma bo Owusu Bempah portfolio. Said the beya Ghana for beti assess Owusu Bempah na so ontimi ntina one place. Enti nipa baako no NDC ansa no shifted to MPP. Ye no so free wa the former friend is saying first lady of the republic Nana Agyemang Rawlings na oyeni aide. Ye no free wa Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo Dubai Ghana Gas na etani say because on no executive director and I say no he is the deputy communications director into ebanise na to me beka same way. Now I say in the widely publicized video and publication, Mr. Owusu Bempah is heard shockingly launching an unwarranted attack on His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, a man who has served his party with loyalty and humility. Into mutrema omati say Owusu Bempah can say me omomune say acquire more of an attack on Dr. Mahmood Bawumia. He referred to Dr. Bawumia as a bad candidate and accused of him being responsible for the party's defeat in the 2024 general election. Into Wedika say Bawumia was a bad choice, say ye two man and say Bawumia ye yin so nkojina MPP dimuno eno ena ambwa ena uye no nso free honoma o kire mu se Bawumia nti ena MPP ntimi endi nkunim e wa afia batonim. Now say we wish to respond as follows. 1. Mr. Owusu Bempah provided no shred of evidence or data to back his claims. At best, his outburst against Dr. Bawumia can best be described as self-serving and lickspittle service just to earn him the position of director of communications for Kennedy Agyapong's campaign. And to mutrema adia Owusu Bempah eye nyina no 1 oni eye nyina so bi a wode kasa asem no ena afen so mutimi hu ne se eye kwan bi opeso ofa so a eye yera Kennedy akompre ko Agyapong be pe na asem na afen ode eye position bi anase dibre se ono no be kasa ama eye Kennedy Agyapong ni campaign team no be kasa mo no ye de sa dibre na eden ahye ne nsa internet agenda no now over to a recent polls conducted by Global Info Analytics concluded that The MPP's defeat has absolutely nothing to do with the candidature of Dr. Bawumia. Indeed, the polls observed that Dr. Bawumia is the preferred candidate among members of the party going into 2028 presidential primaries because Dr. Bawumia remains vastly superior to lead the NPP and to win the party power in 2028. And to chema ejumekwa from say Global Info Analytics omona some time ago and as 2024 the information maybe to just say
no you said this same Global Info Analytics NPP people were against their chat and
their but now they are using them and so yes so Nyuma nebe kasama so
one thing is one thing Rebecca sorry say me cut but one thing so Rebecca can say I believe that Global Info Analytics have been very consistent with their polling because last year they even said Bawumia was the preferred candidate. Last 2 years before the primaries, so Bawumia was the preferred candidate. And when Bawumia won, the same beside and still now Bawumia was the preferred candidate. But then general election they say Obelusu. And he match it up a year in Japan too against Mahama in the general election. Or no say Obelusu. So they've been really been consistent with matter.
Okay, so said they now can Global Info for they have a record of predicting who is good for this, who is good for that, who is winning this and who is winning that. Inti ano na omuche mu say per the omo kikano say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the best candidate for the MPP and he's the one people want assistance now. Now, but so even though the Right Honorable Aaron Michael Quay's report is yet to be released, this desperate, crapulous, insipid attempt to accuse Dr. Bawumia's candidature as being the cause of the party's defeat leaves one to wonder about their motives this time around. Into omuchema yenyina yenim say Right Honorable Michael Quay wadene Fenisem the report bekwa kwache party no and we are yet to find out exactly what is in the report but omu ni say the kosuya omo try so the blame ni nyina be ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no omo nim insusuye etire pa de but omo hwe de be koso. Now say the causes of the NPP's defeat in the 2024 election are not far-fetched. Key among them is the vicious campaign style adopted by some presidential candidates during the presidential primaries. Later, these vicious forces of campaign resulted in division and apathy and were part of the arsenal our opponents used against us in their campaign messaging. In Tomuchema, during the primaries, before I be flag bearer, you so more primaries can then the campaign saying Alan Chemati and the campaign, other people campaign up until Rebecca Bawumia name. Ken so campaign so much some of the insema and ama NBC for
that's where Bawumia people get it wrong. First of all, now to 2028 you can't continue to hold the lead forever, okay? And I'll pay information about and say former US presidential candidate Kamala Harris match up pool now or the second or the third. Your re-elections last year, US elections, match up polls, say one preferred candidate in 2020, no lead. So from now to 2028, anything can happen. And I mean about
sure.
Secondly, who started the fight? Ken Japan was doing his campaign, cool. And Bawumia started with an audio kujina or northern rage or car say, my and Trump the fight so be was can name chest will answer. Okay. And the reason got so. Eko ka say wo mo di bi akono wo mo di bi yen jai no mundi wo mo di bi no omo ko no be for some beto aso ne yan kasa. We also saw Asensi Boachi viciously attacking Ken Japan other people and recall teni ade on pass Ken Japan president approved or never again even ono NS Owusu Bempah can the same thing. Into where is the voters apathy coming from? 2 3 you guys stood there Obi our party before even Bawumia even was registered as an MPP member. Alan Koje chairman thing. Shejuma mudi di no. So be lusupu a. Man no sa eye enidie no. Eno bu no say ode you 2 million you bia eto ho ema eye your friend is saying Akufo-Addo. Ema Akufo-Addo be di ade. And at the end of the day, no look at the way they treated him. Now mo the same thing I'm refuse Alan Koje chairman thing so 2008 2007 primaries. He was even far more popular than Akufo-Addo. So Alan Cash.
Yeah.
Interban send and then shift a mobile in Japan. Who started it? You can't apart so why am I divide here? Who was the political and as a party plant, industrial your friend is a party plant and I say we establishment candidate. Bawumia couldn't even stand on a podium to speak about himself. You see him, he's talking, he's dancing, he's shouting, and I said, "Yeah, you know, a kasa 5 minutes. Ye mani pon kasa. Didn't you realize it? He had no touch with the real Ghanaians. So they shouldn't be underestimating crowd. They shouldn't be blowing their horns. From now to 2028, anything can happen. Remember, I said King Japan is building his ground strategically with the youth. If I were the Dr. Bawumia's camp, I'll shut up and be also doing the groundwork to meet King Japan at the primaries. And now, parts in the divided. More and more people are coming to the side of King Japan. You were saying something earlier. Kufuor said then Eyabe joining. You mentioned somebody's name.
Ekufuado's cousin.
Yes, Ekufuado's cousin has broke ranks. And there's Owusu Bempah. No Bawumia camp. He has broke ranks. Michael Quay. He has broke ranks. Professor Michael Quay Jr. He has broke ranks. Many people are breaking ranks. I think this should be a wake-up call for Dr. Bawumia.
Yeah, so that is a year in some of the air to lastly, no much say Dr. Bawumia at all times has called on his friends and supporters to refrain from attacking his opponents and put the unity of the party as the top priority. We as friends of Bawumia are committed to his principle and have demonstrated same throughout his campaign. However, the notion that we'll continue to sit on concern over the deliberate impunity to disrespect Dr. Bawumia on the altar of peace is limited. We used to use this medium to call on the leadership of the party to call Mr. Bempah and his projects to order. When the handshake exceeds the elbow, it can no longer be considered a handshake. It is an invitation to fight. Alhaji ABA Fuseni and friends of Bawumia. So, and some of media Tuja any concerning this whole Ernest Owusu Bempah statement or make here about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So at this point, they are entreating say all this statement, it should cease because enya de beboa unity ewo party no emu. Ebusia, you want more updates on this issue and more.